All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's edition of NASCAR 07 on the stream as we are racing at the Talladega Superspeedway for our final Truck Series race of our custom schedule season. It's going to be a fun one here today. Pretty easy race for ourselves in the sense that we only have to finish 32nd or better to win the championship, so there is still a chance that we could win the title, but I'd like to think that we are probably going to be able to get the job done at the end. But just in case we don't, we better race hard and try to maybe get a lap lead in there. That'll help, obviously. We have to finish 32nd or better to win the championship. If we don't lead any laps and Bobby Hamilton wins the race and leads the most laps, hence gets a max points day. So we'll try to get this one rolling here in a matter of moments. I've got the camera on, but it is not at a great angle. Yeah, it's not at a great angle, I don't think. It could be at a better angle. I think when I sit back, it'll be okay. Hopefully. My legs are out of the picture, which is good, because I'm like almost eating my knees right now. It feels like it. I'm like crammed with where this is at. This is not going to be a permanent setup, by any means. Alright, Rick, Ethan Chua, Bentley Potts, Wade Selinsky, and others, thank you for tuning in. Let me know if there's a lag in the stream, by the way. It looks fine for you. Let me know if the stream is lagging. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted. I want to wait to get this race started here for a couple seconds. I did already qualified in the 10th place position. I did practice also, but I don't know exactly where I was practice time. Is it lag? Yeah, definitely let me know if there's some lag, because I want to get that fixed before the actual race starts, if possible. Okay, it says it's good now. It says the connection's good. Just wasn't at first. Alright. Yeah, let's get this race underway. Let's hope for the best. And let's try to win this championship here with Tom Bodine. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing at Talladega for our 20th and final race of this custom schedule season. Not sure where to go here. Just trying not to bump draft as we were getting up to speed, and getting up to speed is going to be the big issue, I think, for Todd Bodine. It's going to be very difficult for him to try to hang on to as many positions as possible. And we'll also see if there's going to be somewhat of a fuel issue in this race, because we saw a lot of drivers running out of fuel in our first Talladega race at the midway point of the season. Couple spots lost off the start here. Our teammates had Musgraves right behind us. And a lot of 3x3 racing at the front of the field already. Bodine going up to block Eric Darnell in the 99. Not quite close enough to catch this lead pack that got out ahead just a little bit. Ron Hornaday going to lead the first lap of the race. He blew an engine in each of the last two races, which took him out of a chance to win the championship. Tough break in both of those races. Musgrave might have a chance to get his first win. Danny Haley, thanks for tuning in. And Bodine quickly going to bump draft Musgrave down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Way off the bump draft by the time he gets to this end of the race. Side of Musgrave now. And he'll try to make a pass on him as he's going to stay behind Scott Legacy Jr. He just wants to run the inside. Musgrave moved up the bottom, up off the bottom just a little bit. We are 2 laps in. Bump draft to Legacy a couple times in the middle of the corner. He hit him square enough that things worked out okay. Bodine squeezing himself to the outside to try to get by Legacy Jr. And cuts to the bottom now into turns 3 and 4. He definitely got some speed. Oh boy, that's a lot of contact. Yeah, that was not good. Yeah, that was not good at all. I got glued to him. I couldn't get off of him. Alright, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of lag on my end. It might be where my laptop's sitting. Give me a second. I want to see if it goes away. Oh my gosh. I have to break stuff here. I want to see if it goes away putting my laptop where it has been, because I haven't had my laptop in that area. It's an OBS problem. Give me a second. I'm going to restart my laptop. I like how OBS isn't working the first time in a long time while I have my camera and the... Well, I mean, I guess I have my camera running for the live commentary streams. No lag for me. I think it is lagging, like, really badly. I'll restart it. Yeah, by the way, I don't even think it's restarted yet. What is going on here? I'm trying to close out OBS and it's not even closing out. What is this? Can you guys still hear me? Let me know in the chat. Okay, we should be up and running now. People are telling me I froze. Yeah, I meant, did I say I was going to restart my laptop? I thought I did. Maybe you guys couldn't hear that because it cut out. No, I just restarted my whole laptop. I closed OBS out. It was taking forever to close OBS out, though, so I think it's an OBS issue. Although my laptop has crashed a couple times before, so that doesn't surprise me either. All right. Nope, we're good to go. Philip Moore, Joshua Rumsey, thanks for staying around. Bentley Potts. Yeah, we're back. We back. Captain Marshmallow, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, there's only... I don't know why everybody left. We didn't have... We have one watching now. Everybody left when I was trying to fix the lag. We were lagging for a couple minutes there. And I restarted my laptop. And then I come back and everybody's gone. I don't know. Yeah, they're coming back. I don't know why they left. They're coming back though. So we're just gonna get right back into this race. Alright, so we had contact off of turn 4 right before I had to pause it. And we are on lap 4 of 94 right now. Scott Legacy Jr. coming up behind us. We're in the 9th place position. We're going to have to draft behind him and try to catch up to this lead pack again. Bill Lester took the lead away from Ron Hornaday that last lap. Got to catch up here before the pack really starts to split apart. Honestly, I'm surprised I qualified in the top 10 because I usually don't have good single vehicle speed at the super speedways. Top 09 with the bump trapped in the back of Scott Legacy. Still bump trapped in him into turn 1. I didn't think I hit him square that time. I wasn't trying to push him that far into the corner. He just wouldn't go. Hornaday back to the lead, so Bill Lester up there. Was able to pass. Those two are actually battling for 30 points today, Lester and Hornaday, so that's a good battle at the front of the field. A lot of pushing. Thanks for tuning in.
Number 04,
big run on Legacy. Pass made for 9th place once again. I do think they're close enough. This truck is a little loose. It feels a lot looser now than what it was in qualifying and practice. Same setup. Happened to Johnson?
Number 105, come on. No, 1 second behind the leader. Don't worry about applying from him. Feeling nice today.
7th, 8th place rather, lap 7. And once we make a pass, though, it's so difficult trying to stay with the trucks in front of us. The pack's just not big enough for me to be able to really try to hold on. Yeah, we're going to have the same fuel issues, it looks like. We just hit half a tank at lap 7. There's no accelerated fuel window in this game unless you have the race lane shorter than 100% distance. This is 100% distance, so I'm not sure what's going on at Talladega in this game. Talladega in this game, for whatever reason, you can only go half a tank on gas, at least in the truck series. And we've seen this on a couple truck races this season, not just at Talladega. We saw it at Texas once. And I think there might have been another race where we saw it too. Fluctuating between 8th and 10th, right where we qualified, in that 10th place position. A lot of racing still to go. And a lot of pit stops the way we're looking at it. The tires aren't burning off. Like, the tires stay the full run. It's just the fuel that's the problem for whatever reason. I'm trying to get a pass on the outside made. I don't think they were close enough to this pack up in front of them, though. And I don't think Bodine's going to be able to make the pass as a result. Still saying side by side, and this is kind of hurting Todd a little bit. He gets cleared, though. So we should be able to catch him right back up again. Big run down the backstretch for Bodine. Now he's going to pull to the inside, looking for a move. Going to get around him. He's going to get underneath Timothy Peters and clear the Ford truck as well. So up to 7th now for Todd Bodine. His top 4 trucks pulling away a little bit though. Once again, 32nd place finish or better to win the championship for Todd Bodine. That's it. Bobby Hamilton Sr. wins the race and leads the most laps. Hasn't even led a lap yet through the first 9. Bodine staying to the outside, looking for another pass as it closes in on Marvin Shep in the 192 truck. Shep's been quick on the super speedways this season. Mark DeMars, thanks for tuning in. I did not want to pass him. Not yet, at least. I definitely did not want to pass Marvin Shep there. Side drafting us quite a bit. He should get back around us. Never had to lift either. We got him blocked a little bit. Alright, we're clear. We're clear. Yeah, we're only going to be able to go like 13 laps on fuel. We probably have to pit at lap 13. Bobby Hamilton to the lead. Just received 5 bonus points for leading his first lap of the day. He's going to have to do his part and then hope that he gets a little bit of help. I wouldn't doubt that he can get help the way the pit strategy is looking like it's going to play out. In a very weird way. Him and his team going to have to stay on top of that fuel conservation as well throughout the course of this one. So we're going to be having a ton of pit stops. We're on pace for probably about 8 stops in this race, 7 or 8. Now, Bodine meant to pass Marvin Shep. Big run coming for Ty Bodine. Looks to the outside. No less than thought about throwing the block. Didn't really have to. Hornaday moved up. Lester goes to the bottom. Big move here for Ty Bodine. He's going to get by Hornaday for 4th. Bobby Hamilton going to get passed after leading the last 2 laps. Ty Bodine's going to go 1 more lap. And he's going to pit at lap 13. Up to 3rd place for Ty Bodine as he works his way through the field, side by side for the race lead right in front of him. Tend to see side by side for the lead quite a bit at Talladega. A big block. Hamilton going down in front of the 30. Ty Bodine again will pit this time by at lap 13. We'll see if anybody else is going to come in with him. Thought Hamilton was coming in there for a second. He did not. And it's going to be fuel only and a speeding penalty. That is going to be costly. A pit road speeding penalty for Ty Bodine. 2 miles per hour over the limit. The limit is 70 miles per hour in every track in this game. He hit the commitment line at 72 miles per hour. And now a little bit of a hiccup trying to get the fuel can engaged as well. So a couple of mistakes here, one by the pit crew. But first, of course, Ty Bodine speeding on pit road. I sped in practice, too, when I tried to make a practice stop. And I was like 4 miles per hour over. I locked it up. I didn't lock it up that time. So I did save the tires coming into the pits, but we did speed as well. We got one other truck that came into the pits behind us. And I'm not sure about the rest of the field here. We're just going to have to wait it out. We're probably going to see quite a few cautions for drivers running out of gas throughout the course of this one. So we're just going to have to bear with ourselves here. Just got to stay on the lead lap when those cautions come out. That's the big thing. We can stay on the lead lap. It'll be okay. And I was planning on going fuel only anyway, but because I went onto pit road too fast, had that 5-second penalty, wherever we're coming out interval-wise, we could have an extra 5 seconds on the race leader. Just doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. Good news is we're going to have a lot of pit stops in this race, so I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to try to catch back up. Ted Musgrave's on his way into the pits. So we're starting to see some of the other drivers cycle onto pit road. Bodin's probably going to have to catch a caution. Because he's got to be losing a lot of time being the first truck into the pits. No help. Leaving the pit lane plus the extra 5 seconds they had to sit in the pit box for. And this is costly. Now his teammate Ted Musgrave is just getting up to speed, and the caution is out for the first time today at lap 16. We're under caution for the first time. Now imagine somebody ran out of gas. No, somebody spun. It wasn't a running out of fuel issue there. Somebody spun, backed it into the outside wall. It was the 152 truck. Then he came back down the bank of the racetrack and ended up hitting one other race truck as well. And he spun around a couple times before going up to the wall. So a 2-car incident there after a single truck spin. That's the caution that Todd Bodine needed. And he's going to stay out of the pits here, as does quite a few of other drivers. So this is interesting. Quite a few trucks staying out on the racetrack. We could see them running out. Green flag back in the air, and there we go. Caution's out again. We've got trucks running out of fuel as we kind of predicted. So that is our second caution. Ron Hornaday ran out. Bill, man, we had a lot of trucks run out. Didn't we only have like a dozen trucks finish the first Talladega race this season? Something like that. We finished 4th. Timothy Peters won that race. That I do remember. We had a lot of trucks running out of gas there. Not me, though. We'll stay out again. And we still got a couple trucks in front of us. I think Lagacy and Musgrave already pit. So that is why they're ahead of us. They were on pit road when the caution flag came out. We'll be in 3rd. Green flag back in the air. Lap 24 after back-to-back cautions. So you got 2 Germain Sport race trucks running 2nd and 3rd at the front of the field here. Get that good launch from 1st to 2nd, but then 2nd to 3rd and 3rd to 4th especially. I am just not fast. True Assassin 86X, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I can't explain why that happens at Talladega on the Truck Series in this game. It's interesting. We'll go to Talladega for the first time on this game with the Cup Series, and I'm curious to find out if we end up having that problem in the Cup Series as well. I think we ran a Busch race here already, and we didn't have an issue in the Busch race, but the Truck Series at Talladega is our second time here. It's started both times. We don't even know how many trucks are still in this race. We had quite a few running out. And we're going to be seeing that throughout the course of the race today, on top of the fact that it's a short pit window for whatever reason. So Bodine only lost 1 spot on this restart. It took a full lap nearly for him to lose that position. He's going to push the 164 truck down the backstretch as they're going to pull away from the pack behind. Ted Musgrave pulls out the line looking for the lead. Musgrave has only had 5 top 10 finishes this season. If he can finish off the year with his first win and be the 11th different winner through the 20-race season, that'd be impressive. He is going to take the lead off turn 4. Ted Musgrave out in front. He is clear. And as he cleared high, Todd Bodine went to go to the inside. Side drafting Lagacy now, and he's going to pull right behind his teammate, Ted Musgrave. How about the teammates 1-2 at the front of the field? He qualified pretty well, too. Todd Bodine has not led yet in today's race. If he can lead a lap, then he would be able to finish 33rd or worse and still win the championship. He's going to clear high. We might have more than that many trucks out of the race, but just in case here, we're going to keep on keeping on. Cleared Musgrave, but the 164 followed Bodine down towards the inside of the racetrack, and it looks like the 164 truck's going to lead this lap in the line, so Todd Bodine still has not yet led. He's only going to have about 6 or 7 laps before he pits, so he needs to make sure he leads this lap very soon. Musgrave went so quickly from 1st to 4th. position-wise.
Number 164.
Another one on the backstretch for Ty Bodine. Is he going to clear? He is clear, barely, into turn 3. 164 drops to the bottom. And let's see if Bodine can lead his first lap this time by off turn 4. Legacy pulling out a line, going to the outside to 164, moving back and forth. Bodine's going to do the same as he mirror drives into the triangle, and this will be 5 bonus points. So now Ty Bodine has to finish 33rd or better to win the championship as he gets bonus points. We did see Bobby Hamilton lead already today, and if he is still in the race, he would still have a chance, obviously, at the championship. Big block to the outside. That left the bottom open just a bit. Somehow Bodine holds on to the race lead. These guys are going for everything here tonight. Blocking the bottom, and here comes the 164 to the outside. He's got to get by. He's going to clear. Bodine going to push this 164 truck getting off into turns 1 and 2. It's a big push, by the way. A couple big pushes on the back, and now pulling out the line. Might have gotten the 164 truck a little loose before diving down to the bottom and clear into turn 3. Laps full with drafting, 10 with the clean air. Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, we did have 2 cautions, which helped us save a little bit of gas, so we're definitely going more than 13 laps since the last stop. When we pitted at lap 13, we've already gone more than that. 26 would have been 13 again. So with the 6 laps of caution, we're probably looking at having to pit at lap 32. Do my math correctly? Well, that'll be the plan. Lap 32, big loose moment after a major block by Ty Bodine. He moved down across the front bumper of his teammate Ted Musgrave. Stayed in the gas, drove out of it. The 164 truck of Davis is going to get to the lead on the outside. That could have been the big one. We saw a 2-truck incident already. Now Musgrave did the same thing. Literally the same thing Musgrave just did as Bodine did to him right before that. That stacked everybody up from second on back, and the 164 truck is pulled away at the front of the field. Bodine blocks for second. The leader's getting away. It is a mess in this pack, by the way. They are 3 by 3 out of the rearview mirror of this 30 truck. Bodine will pit this time by. Pack got split apart off turn 4, it appeared. Kramer, thanks for tuning in. Slowly catching back up. Ty Bodine's going to pit this time by, and he's going to make sure he doesn't speed this time either. It'll be another fuel-only stop for Ty Bodine. And he did not speed that time. Now, we did lock the tires up just a little bit more. But again, full tank of gas. Really no damage to repair for the most part. So we're going to top off once again. And no tires once again. Just trying to keep track position. If we do cycle all the way through. Because we have to play it as if we're going to have to cycle all the way through. Because if we don't, then we're going to be in trouble. I would not doubt that we don't cycle through green flag pit stops today the way this is looking like it's going to be if it's a carbon copy of the first Talladega race that we ran a few months ago. Early in the season. We are going to alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race today when we get to the start-finish line. Hoping Ted Musgrave comes into the pits very soon again. I'd love for him to potentially get his first win of the season in the final race of the year. There's a good chance he's going to end up finishing outside the top 20 in points, but that'd be a good way to go out. He wins the race and we win the championship. I'm all for it. Because obviously if we can help him win the race, we just got to make sure we finish 32nd or better. We're in 20th right now. I think everybody behind us is out of the race. I think there's only 20 trucks left in this one. And we're not even halfway. Because I don't remember any lap trucks to the inside of the lead lap trucks on that last restart either. First caution was at lap 16. And then we have the second caution immediately on the restart. Remember, the first caution actually wasn't because of drivers running out of fuel either. It was because of a spin. So it was an actual accident. It wasn't a game glitch that caused that first caution. The glitch was the second yellow with drivers running out. So just kind of stay out. Not speeding on pit road. Look at how much further ahead we are this time versus what we were when I sped during the first green flag stop of the day. It's a lot bigger of a gap. Hey, Steven King 92 Hammer, thanks for tuning in. We're up to 17 likes on the stream already. Thanks for everybody that have hit the like button already. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, also for more daily NASCAR content. Caution, third time today, trouble, turn 3. And this won't be the last. Scott Lagacy gonna run. Oh my goodness, barrel rolling upside down. I think he ran out of gas and then drifted into the grass. A flip from Scott Lagacy Jr. bringing out our third caution of the day as he goes up and over one time and then back down on all four. We are gonna stay out of the pits here. We'll see if, yep, we're gonna be in the lead. So everybody else gonna come to pit road behind us. The green flag is back in the air at lap 41.
He's down on the track again. He just raced from a point and ain't going to be at full speed. Look out. The 164.
First time Tom Bordine's got the restart from the race lead today as we are back to racing at Talladega once again. Yeah, Legacy was up here with us too.
Number 164.
Trying to block 3 lanes at once. At least Ted Musgrave still in the race. Good to see. Still up in contention too. Fast pit stop on pit road with everybody. David Reagan's up in contention. Ted Musgrave to the lead. He's getting help on that outside lane from the 164. Run a handful of laps in this one himself. David Reagan's got a run getting into turn 1. He's not going to be able to get to the bottom. Well, he is on the bottom. I should say he's not going to be able to get to the bottom of us. This number 30, this 164, going to pull out of line at the front of the field. He was starting to drive away with Ted Musgrave there, but then he ended up pulling out of line. And now all of a sudden, here comes the 30 truck and Todd Bodine. Todd's got to run. I'd like to go with his teammate. Big block by the 164 truck. Bodine's got to run to the inside. 164 goes down to try to block. Bodine's going to sidetrack him as they head to the start-finish line. That lap was led by inches by the 164 of Davis. He's going to block to the bottom now, getting into turn 1. This fantasy driver of Davis hasn't won this year. David Reagan in the 6th Garage Fenway Racing hasn't won this season either. I think Mark Martin actually won this Talladega race in real life in 2006 in that 6 car. He's not in the truck series in this game. There's the run by Bodine. That 164 truck does not give us a lot of room getting into the corner. Clear high, and he is. And here comes David Reagan. Bodine saw him in time, went low, going even lower. Musgrave staying on the top with the 164 truck of Davis again. That was a lap led. Todd Bodine, he's led a handful of laps today. Did not lead the first lap after the restart, so it took him 3 laps before he was able to do that. David Reagan trying to take his first lead of the night. That 164 truck's been a really good push truck. He's been pushing a few different drivers to the lead in this one. Bodine getting a push himself here. Door to door for the lead with David Reagan.
The 164 car making his move on the right. 3 wide.
The pack, by the way, got really split apart. Either that or it's all the slow trucks that ran out of gas earlier back. Oh my goodness, the 178's going up the middle. He thought about it. David Reagan blocked him off in time. We were about to have a 3-wide battle for the lead there. Bodine goes up to try to sidetrack. He's going to squeeze in the line. Reagan's almost up into the wall, and here comes a 105 down to the bottom. Oh boy. Oh boy. Trying to block both lanes at once. At least we have Musgrave behind us where we're at. 105 truck out to the leader. Fisher, first time he's led. This is going to be very interesting if we catch those slow trucks that are off the pace after having the fuel pickup issues earlier on. This is going to cause some chaos. Catching the first one very soon. What lane is he going to be in? That's the question. I mean, they're 2 and 3 wide behind us still. Time's good in the 180. Bodine's clear to the outside. He's hoping that Good stays down on the bottom. Good moves up to the top right in the middle of the corner. Bodine crosses him over, and Ted Musgrave is going to follow his teammate at the front of the field. Well, there we go. I'll take that. Lap 47. Bodine to the lead, Musgrave to second. That worked out a little better than what I thought it was going to, but at the same time, he did try to block us, even though he's many laps down. Well off the pace, too. You ain't getting any of those laps back, I'll tell you that much. So we're going to stay out this time by, then we're going to pit at lap 48 will be the plan. Aaron Crocker in the 98. Oh my goodness, this is going to be terrible. Yeah, that's not the way to do it. Okay, maybe it was the way to do it. They're so slow that I was literally against the wall and still passing. Oh my goodness, did not know David Reagan was there. He split to the bottom, we went to the top. Somehow we still kept momentum and was able to get down. I don't think anybody went with the 6, so he didn't have much speed through the corner. This is hard enough trying to keep him behind us, and then we got to watch in front of us at the same time. Okay, they just cleared off the bottom for us that time. That made it easy. Lester just up ahead. Don't move. We're just getting that extra draft off here, that's all.
The 121 car making his move on.
We do need to get to the bottom so we can pit this time. Gotta clear Hornet quickly. Gotta clear him and then we gotta get down. There we go. Easy does it. Another fuel only stop. Another fuel only stop. 3 of them already today for Todd Bodine. We're managing our tires really well, despite this being a bumpier Talladega surface. So, again, pit stop number 3, we are in. We might even lead the most laps. If we do that, then we can end up finishing 34th or worse, and still, or 34th or better, and still win the championship. A lot of those trucks are back in the race, I should say. We're not going to have many finishing on the lead lap, I'll tell you that much. Alright, lap 49. A little bit past the halfway mark in tonight's race. 3 cautions so far. Still probably going to be another 3 pit stops before we can make it to the end. At least 2, maybe 3. The way our fuel window's going, it's just depending on how many cautions we get, because we had 2, but then we only had 1 that time, as far as consecutive. The good thing is we cycled out into clean air. There is no lap trucks anywhere near us. We had a flip, and we had a multi-truck incident, but we haven't really had the big one, where it's taken out a bunch of race trucks into one. We keep having guys run out of the fuel in the middle of the pack, and we may see it. We haven't to this point. Made it to lap 50, and I have not changed tires this entire race. Just scared to lose time or make a mistake on pit road, go a lap down with how frequent these cautions are coming out, because I know I'm the first one to pit road every single time. For right now, I'm liking the way it's playing, because we were able to cycle to the lead the last time without having to actually race ourselves back up there, because we were the first in, and we stayed on the lead lap because we want fuel only. We only ran 2 or 3 laps each time before getting the caution. Ran 2 laps so far since working our way off the pit road. 39 seconds off the race lead on that 178 truck currently. Just gotta hope Ted Musgrave's the one that stays in this race. He's up in contention. He's been in the top 5 all day. He's got just as fast of a truck as we do, really. We're pretty equal with one another. That 164 truck seems to be probably the one to beat. If he's going to be up in contention at the end, he's been a great push truck when he has gotten the lead himself. Catching up on a slow truck just up ahead of our own. And then it'll be the 110. Staying wide out of the way, and we're going to have quite a ways before we catch anybody else. Probably going to get a caution before that, honestly. Either that, or we're actually going to cycle through pit stops, one or the other. do have some trucks on pit road. I don't believe any of them were actually on the lead lap though, because we didn't gain any positions out of it. So all the lap trucks that ran out earlier were the ones that were actually in the pits that time. This is our 5th lap since leaving the pits. Pitted at lap 48. Bristol Dirt is now on NASCAR Heat 5. Oh jeez, I can only imagine. Sad part is they actually had Bristol Dirt with the dirt cars in that game, so you wouldn't think that they'd be able to mess it up. Crash is worse than ignition. Is it actually that bad? Or is that a bit of an exaggeration? Is it worse than ignition? That's terrible if it is. I didn't think anything could get that worse. Alright, Ted Musgrave is in the pits. So he has made a green flag pit stop, which means he may cycle to the lead then. It was him and Lagacy that did earlier. A lot of smoke, by the way, in turns 3 and 4, with no caution. A lot of tire marks going up into the wall too, and luckily there hasn't been a yellow, so we may actually cycle through this time. If we do, that'd be something. And we've got some green flag pit stops, so we may actually cycle all the way through. We're in 18th. Do believe we got around Ted Musgrave. Musgrave trying to get up to speed behind us.
Number 04 is out there on the track again.
164 back to the lead. Scott Lagacy's coming back into the race. Or he brought out the last caution. Imagine flipping, going to the garage and coming back in. Who is this? Dale Earnhardt, the 1970 or 1997 Daytona 500? Oh, there's the caution. Okay, I thought it was too good to be true. We did have some drivers pit already, though. Those guys are going to be ahead of us if they were on pit road when the caution came out. And the favorite, the 164 truck, slams hard into the inside wall. So now he's ran out of gas. And we are under caution once again. Honestly, because we had so many trucks pit, I think I'm going to have to pit and top off. I think that's going to be the game plan here. We're going to pit. I would imagine we're going to have quite a few other trucks pitting with us. I'm going to take tires. I'm going to take tires now so I don't have to the rest of the race. We were ahead of Musgrave, but there were some trucks that were on pit road already when the caution flag waved, so I want to make sure we're going to get out in front of them. So we're going to top off on fuel because we did run about 6 or 7 laps there. So we were already probably halfway out of gas. So we'll go 4 tires as well. This is the first time we're going to change tires today, and probably the last. Hopefully we have a clean, efficient pit stop. It's that bad. That's tough. That's tough to hear for anybody who purchased that update. Alright, so we're going to be back in traffic. It's probably going to be the worst we're going to be in the running order all day. In the pack, at least. Maybe not, actually. There's not many trucks on the lead lap anymore. There's only 8 trucks on the lead lap that haven't had fuel issues. That is unbelievable. That's less than what we had the last time we raced here. Green flag back in the air again, huh? It's going to be interesting, all those slow trucks on the inside of the racetrack. They're all slow. They're all around us. Should help us stay with the pack easier, you would think. We're going to have to dodge them. We know David Reagan's up to speed. Down on the apron is Todd Bodine. This might be the best way to get around him. All of us staying to the outside, and here comes Bodine in the bottom on the fresh tires. Up to 3rd. And getting by all the lap trucks. That worked out perfectly. I'm glad I took tires and topped off because now we're right back in contention again, getting through the pack. As a lot of other trucks are getting held up. We still have 2 more field passes to get through yet in today's race. We didn't get through any of them yet. We only have Musgrave to flip-flop to. 178 truck looking for the lead on the inside of the racetrack. The 131 has it for right now. He's going to pull the block down. Oh, that was a big mistake there by Todd Rodine. That was a terrible mistake. We're going to take that field pass now while we're slipping away from these top 2 a little bit. Just going to get a little bit of help. He is in the 6th place position. Trying to stay with Simpson in 163. A lot of fantasy drivers, pretty much all fantasy drivers, and then David Reagan and the 2 Germain Motorsport trucks of Bodine and Musgrave. Second place truck up there. Side by side right in front of the 9. Now somebody just snuck underneath of Musgrave off of turn 4 as well. The side draft does work in this game. I'd probably say more so than the other NASCAR EA games that we played up to this point, 04 through 06. Especially on the super speedways. You get side by side, it's so easy for vehicles in front of you to pull away. It's so easy for ones behind to close back in again, too. Big run. Here comes the number 9. Oh boy, into the wall. Yeah, I tried to gun it. That was not a wise decision. That was not wise whatsoever. Get that momentum back. Oh, good time to swap back to Todd Bodine again. Well, we got Ted Musgrave back into the top 5 at least, so there's that. And Todd Bodine got around the 131 truck for second while we were away. Not quite within contention of this 178 yet. Just up in front of him. We're just going to get the second and final field pass out of the way. This time by. We will swap back to Ted Musgrave. We'll keep Bodine in second in case he can run down the 178 on his own.
Okay, buddy, let's do it.
Right back into 6th. 152 truck right in front of Musgrave. He wants to run the top, so we're going to have to run it too. David Reagan had to run, went to the bottom. But I don't think he's got enough help to be able to actually get to the inside of the number 9. Musgrave now on the bump track. He's getting it to work too. Into 5th again. First Scout Productions 1, thanks for tuning in. Oh, you're NASCAR HMS fan with a different account. Well, welcome in anyway. Musgrave just ran his fastest lap of the race at last time by. Todd Bodine in that 131 truck is losing the 178. Well, Ted Musgrave's gaining some time. At this rate, he might even get up to the 30 truck with Todd Bodine here pretty soon. Musgrave had a run into the tri-oval. Tried to make the pass for fourth, and he did. All clear.
Smooth and steady, bud. Doing fine.
And we will drive as Todd Bodine for the rest of the race. So we are now driving as Todd Bodine the rest of the way. Duct tape on Bodine's truck. While we're overheating? Is that what you mean? Too much tape? I mean, honestly, yeah, we're gonna fall in line behind this 131 truck. Well, you know what? I'm not going to fall in line behind the 131 right now. We're gonna stay in front of him because we are going to end up catching more lap trucks here pretty soon. We're going to catch some slow trucks in a matter of a couple laps. We're going to get right back to the 178 more than likely when that happens, unless he gets around it cleanly enough. Yeah, we're just going to hug it. We're going to drop back to third here. We're going to drop behind the 131 truck. We're going to see if he's fast enough to try to lead us up there. He wasn't before. We passed him, but then we couldn't get up there either. So we'll see. 1.6 seconds off the race lead. We are closing in on some lap trucks. .178 truck's gotta be checking up right now. Bodine's pulling up. There he is. He's caught up in lap traffic. Here comes Todd Bodine. Bodine doesn't want to lift going into the corner. Oh, that was a terrible idea. He gets into Timothy Peters. He saves the race truck, but he's going to slow a bunch of momentum down, and he's not going to be able to get to the lead. Why did I think that that was going to stick? Oh, my goodness. Sad part is I'm getting up to speed pretty quickly. Almost got picked. Right up the middle. Parting to the seas there. Oh, we were so close to this 178 truck. We had a chance. We had a chance, and we just missed our opportunity. If I would have been more patient, I mean, we at least could have stayed with him, even if I didn't pass him. It's just too far ahead of us. We've got more trucks coming up here. 24 laps to go this time by. I'm just thankful I didn't wreck. I mean, there's only 8 trucks in the lead lap, so I'm not worried about losing the championship at this point. Championship is pretty much ours. Hornaday slowing up the 178 truck. Todd Bodine to the lead. 3 wide with the lap trucks just up ahead, and now Bodine's got to work his way through. Excuse me. Coming through. Oh, they hooked each other. Oh my goodness, they almost wrecked. That's going to stack up the 178 truck even more. Todd Bodine pulling away. The problem is, though, Bodine's going to have to pit next time by. He'll stay out this time, but Bodine will pit the following time. Good news is he changed tires already, so it'll be a fuel-only stop. Todd Bodine back in the lead at Talladega with 23 laps to go. Why did I do that again? That's the second time. That is the second time I did that. You would think I would have learned from the first time that that doesn't work. Here's Bobby Hamilton. He's back in the race, but his chances of winning the championship is slow at the pace as he is running. Gunn is going to lose another lap to Todd Bodine. I think we have to pit this time. We're 2 stops out from the finish yet. Fuel only stop. Ty Bodine coming in. Did not speed. Alright, so no tires, full tank of gas. We're going to surrender that lead right back again.
We'll check the sheet metal.
Mistake there. That's the second time the gas man's had a problem trying to get that fuel can in. We're in a green flag stop today. First time it was when I was speeding anyway, so we already lost time on that one.
All clear.
Back into 8th place. Ted Musgrave just pitted with us, I do believe. So Musgrave hit pit road, same lap as Todd Bodine. Actually, he might be stopped on the backstretch. There's one truck that is parked.
Watch out, there's a car stopped up there.
Yeah, there's a truck parked against the inside wall off of turn 2, but there is no caution that time, and that was a spot that Bodine just picked up with it. Well, we do stay green. I don't think NASCAR sees him parked there. I sure as hell did. Alright, well. We've seen 4 cautions today. We're due for a 5th. If we get a caution, I can't pit though, because I'm still outside the fuel window.
Caution's out.
Yeah, caution's out. We have to stay out again. We just had 2 trucks leaving pit road that we almost passed, but they're going to restart in front of us now. The 178 ran out. Oh, he flipped too. Just like Scott Lagacy did earlier. Oh my goodness. We've had 2 flips today in the grass. One, maybe on both ends of the track. I don't know what end of the track Lagacy was in when he flipped, but... Man, we're gonna have just under 20 to go, but we're not gonna be able to make it on fuel. I gotta stay out. Keep the track position. Man, this has been a wacky race today. We're gonna be in second on the restart here. Green flag back in the air. Simpson leads. Musgrave is out now, unfortunately, and we have 17 laps to go at Talladega. Trying to squeeze up the middle, 3 wide on the restart between the lap trucks and Simpson. Bodine to the lead, and the caution's out behind him. Bodine got to the lead, and the caution flag came out behind the field. Another truck running out and flipping. Just, could you imagine if somebody in real life just did that when they ran out of gas? They just hooked the left at full speed to Talladega and just flipped, coming down the transition of the banking to the flat. Oh boy. This is our 6th caution. We're going to pit now. We may be able to make it. I think we have to pit now. Man, that stinks giving up that track position. Might as well take 4 tires while we're down here. Don't need to, but... Our 3rd flip of the race. Talladega. 3rd flip, 6th caution. Might be the last time here for a while. Oh, hopefully you come back soon. Alright, well, I mean, we only lost a few positions. I had to pit because we may make it on fuel to the end of the race. 13 laps to go at Talladega. Will this be the final restart? And how much will the lap traffic continue to play a big factor in this one?
Usually see a black right about here, but I guess you got us early out there.
8 trucks on the lead lap to try to win this race. A lot of lap trucks in between them. One guy trying to get back down to the bottom, and he will.
Gotta be quite a tag team.
Caution again. Caution flag is out again at Talladega. Another truck running out of gas and has flipped. Oh my gosh. That's the 7th caution of the day, our 4th flip after somebody ran out of gas. He tried to take the 126 truck with him, and somehow he didn't. 4 flips, 7 cautions. A crazy race at Talladega, to say the least, today. But we definitely have to stay out now. This is unfortunate that I pitted, because we might have been, if I would have known all these cautions were going to come out back to back to back, then we would have probably made it, but you can't guarantee that. And we are now down to 9 laps to go, and we're under caution as soon as we get to the green again. We're running out of laps with all these caution flags coming out. Hans Good running out of gas again, and some of these trucks that are running out now were already running out earlier. This is not good, because we are running out of laps to get back up. But the good news is we're going to win the championship. And all the lap trucks will be behind the lead lap trucks now, because we are going to restart. Or I should say this caution itself came out with 10 or less laps to go. So 8 cautions now on the day. Green flag back in the air. Still in 8th. 5 laps to go at Talladega. 5 to go. Tom Bodine to 7th quickly here. He needs to get up to speed before the 187 truck passes him. I'm not sure how many other faster trucks there are that are behind Ty Bodine, but we do know this 187 is fast enough. Maybe some other fast trucks as well. Craig Kinzer looks fast enough. He's for position. Our truck's back on the lead lap, it appears. Oh man, we're losing spots. How about these guys get back on the lead lap? Where do these trucks come from? Oh, that was a big block. Big block, nearly gone wrong. 4 laps to go. Simpson leads. Can this pack catch him? We need to get organized quick. Like super quick. And a bump draft to the 126 truck. Back up to 8th place is Ty Bodine. Got a tandem with the 126. We also have to hope we stay green to the end. Now, we have drivers running out of gas on the last lap of the race. No cautions on the final lap in this game. So, oh boy, that could be interesting. That could definitely be interesting. And these two are making headway. Oh boy, got to be careful pushing in a triangle like that. This 126 truck and Ty Bodine are starting to close in on the pack in front of them. Bodine going to stop on drafting. They're closing. Ty Bodine, remember, pitted for tires under that last caution. Everybody else stayed out in front of him, so we know that a lot of these guys just up ahead don't have as fresh of tires as what Ty Bodine in this 30 truck has. He's going to go 3 wide to the inside. Going to get by 2 drivers, 4th position, and he's up to 6th. He's already won the championship with where he's going to finish, considering how few trucks are on the lead lap. Now, can he win the race and win the championship? That is the next question. Any lap could be the last with the way these caution flags have flown all the way throughout this one. 2 laps to go and up to 4th is Ty Bodine. Simpson leads. Too bad our teammate Ted Musgrave's not in it. Bodine trying to get his 8th win of the season, and he's trying to finish the year winning 3 in a row. If he can win this one here today. Gotta run. To the inside, Reagan trying to block. Couldn't do it in time. The 123 has a run, and he's going for the lead. Bodine clear for 3rd. This is going to get interesting. Reagan with the crossover. The 163 of Simpson nearly got into the wall. Big block there by Simpson on top of Bodine. We're going to get to the white flag. The next flag will be the checker. Who is going to win it at Talladega? Bodine trying to go from 3rd to 1st on the final lap. as they circuit their way through turns 1 and 2. He's kind of trapped on the outside for right now. He's got Simpson underneath him, the 123 on the top.
That's what I like to see out there. You're picking
Little
up
contact there.
clear on both sides.
And all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, but not clear. Still not clear, and now clear into turn 3. Can Todd Bodine hang on? Off of turn 4, Simpson to the outside of the 123. As they run side by side for second, Bodine throws a block to the top. Back to the bottom end of the tri-oval. Todd Bodine is going to win the race and the championship at Talladega. Let's go. Let's go. 9 wins on the season. Or sorry, 8 wins on the season. And a title for Todd Bodine as he wins yet another NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series championship. Last lap pass, a wacky race today. 8 cautions, 4 flips at Talladega. And we have a cup race at Talladega on this game later this week as well. Here it's $4.99 on our season with Mark Martin trying to get him his first title. Let's go. Series winner and race winner. How about that? Last lap pass, thrilling fashion there too. I didn't know if we were going to have a chance to get back into it. And I mean, I was scared we were going to get another caution. I didn't think 5 laps was enough to get from 10th to 1st, but we did it. 13 laps led, that's it. Did I lead the most? No, I didn't. I was going to say, we had so many different leaders with everybody running out of gas. I'm surprised I didn't lead the most. Looks like Jackson. I think he was the 178 truck. He led the most, 18 laps led. Looks like we tied for second most with Davis, who had a fast truck today with 13. Our teammate Ted Musgrave finished 20th, led 3 laps. Bobby Hamilton Sr. coming into the day was the only other driver who had a chance at the championship with Todd Bodine. Obviously, Bodine finished 32nd or better, wins the title. A 21st place finish with 8 laps led for Bobby Hamilton today. He ended up finishing quite a few laps down, 15 laps down it looks like. 16 laps down was Musgrave, and we had 11 trucks finish on the lead lap in this one. I think that was less than what we had in the first Talladega race. I'm surprised we had that many. I was trying to figure out where some of them came from, really. Because we only had 8 trucks on the lead lap for the longest time, and then all of a sudden we were falling back to 10th on that race start. I was like, wait, what's going on here? I didn't know there were that many fast trucks still in the race. So Todd Bodine gets a win, leads 13 laps. Goldston finishes second, led 1 lap. He led coming to the white flag. That was the only lap he led. Simpson finished with 9 laps led in 3rd. David Reagan, next closest actual driver from this season, finishes in 4th. Vance finishes 5th. Tucker 6th. Tingen 7th. Fisher 8th. Craig Kinzer 9th. And T. Bell rounds out the top 10. 83 100ths of a, or 83 1,000ths of a second, I guess, margin of victory there. 2 hours, 12 minutes, 23 seconds total time on a race today. And 47 lead changes. Awesome stuff. I didn't realize the race took that. Average race speed of 113.32 miles per hour. Again, 8 cautions, 47 lead changes. I believe it. I mean, we had so many drivers running out of fuel when they were leading. Yeah, crazy race. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Here is our driver, Todd Bodine. That does not look like Todd Bodine. He has hair. Todd Bodine is bald. I think he was bald at this time still. That is not Todd Bodine. That is the worst looking Todd Bodine I've ever seen in my life. I like how they just have like EA Sports logos, like they don't have the actual sponsor of the race truck on the fire suits for any of them. Yeah, that definitely does not look like Todd Bodine. Which NASCAR EA game was it where they made Mike Bliss black? Like, they didn't even get his race right. I remember that. It was, I think it was NASCAR 05, I think. All right, Todd Bodine, 203-point victory over Bobby Hamilton Sr., finishes second in points. Ron Hornaday finished in third, Bill Lester fourth. Wilson Eubanks rounds out the top 5 in the standings. Hines Good finishes sixth in points. David Reagan seventh with this top 10 today. Scott Legacy Jr. ninth, or eighth rather. Timothy Peters ninth, and Stuart Claiborne rounds out the top 10. Honestly, if all these 3 drivers had issues with it, I think they did run out of fuel. That's what got David Reagan a top 10 finish in points, was the 3 drivers just behind him running out. And Hans Good ran out, and he almost beat him too. He would have finished one more position back. Reagan would have finished sixth in points. Crazy. Our teammate, Ted Musgrave, finished 19th. I said he wasn't going to finish top 20. He did. He finished mid-packs. He had a fast truck, honestly. This was probably his best chance to win a race. It's saddening he ran out of gas in the final 25 laps. Because he was leading laps. He was right up there with us pretty much every bit of the race up until the very end when he ran out. For his end. Over under 5 flips. Well, we ended with the under. We had 4.5. 4.5 would have been a better bet. We had 4 of them total. 1 barrel roll per flip. Nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, that's the final standings. I think he was... Oh, Craig Kinzer. I was going to say, I think Musgrave is the last driver of all the real drivers in this game for the Truck Series. That is not the case. Craig Kinzer finished 23rd. Actually, Aaron Crocker finished 27th. She was even worse. And I believe Aaron Crocker was last of all the actual drivers in this game. 44 drivers completed one race, or competed in one race. And she finished 27th. That's tough. That's a lot of fantasy drivers in between her and everybody else, really. Drivers in general. Alright, I'll take it. 203 points. Looks like we shellacked the field, but if you were paying attention all season long, we only had a 19-point lead 3 races ago. We won 3 races in a row, and we closed out the championship pretty outstandingly. Ron Hornaday, who was only 19 points behind us going into the 18th race of the year at Martinsville, blew an engine at both Martinsville, and he blew an engine in the last race at California as well, so that kind of took him out of contention. If he just would have finished those races, had good finishes, we would have came into Dega with probably right around a 50-60 point lead or so. If he would have finished right behind us, both of them, it would have been a lot more intense throughout the course of this one. But knowing coming in that Bobby Hamilton, who came from pretty far back at points really to even have a chance at Talladega late in the season, unfortunately he was 123 points back. I should say fortunately for us, but unfortunately by the sake of content that he was so far back coming in. He still had a chance if we had an issue. We knew the fuel situation was probably going to happen, considering it happened the first Dega race for the Truck Series. The big question is, will this happen again during our Aaron's 499 at Talladega? Because if it does, we have a chance to break a NASCAR record for the most cautions in a single race, because that's a 500-miler. This was just 250. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe, again, for more daily NASCAR content. Congrats to ourselves here. Todd Bodine wins our Truck Series championship of our custom schedule NASCAR 07 season.